So in 2007, I think my net worth at that time was like 84 million. And Warren had been running these charity lunch auctions where once a year you could bid on eBay to have lunch with Warren Buffett, and the money would go to the Glide Foundation, which was doing, feeding the homeless and all that in San Francisco. So I said, I am using this guy's intellectual property. I'm making all this money off him. I really have a big tuition bill I need to pay. So I said, the lunch is a great way to do that. I said, I can bid for the lunch and I'll meet Warren. I'll be able to thank him in person. And it goes to a cause that he supports. So I thought about it. It's okay, 84 million, what's an appropriate tuition bill? I said, 2 million is good. I think if I gave him 2 million, I'd feel good about that, right? So I said, okay, I decided in 2007 I was going to bid for that lunch, and I decided I would go up to $2 million. And you can bring up to 7 other people to that lunch. So I was going to take my family, but there still were a couple of seats empty. So I contacted my friend Guy Spier. He lives in Zurich. I said, hey, Guy, I'm going to bid on this lunch, blah, blah, blah. And I said, do you want to come in with me? And I said, if you and your wife want to join us, because there'll be 4 of us and 2 of you, you can pay 1/3. And I'm willing to go up to 2 million. So Guy says, well, that's too rich for me. I can't pay 1/3 of 2 million. He says, I'm good for $250,000. So I said, okay, whatever the bid ends up at, you're capped at $250,000, right? And so I bid for it. It settled at $650,000, much less than what I was willing to pay. And then 1/3 of that got paid by Guy. And so my only agenda in meeting Warren was to just say, thank you, Warren, right? I didn't have, and I, of course, I was a big fanboy and, meeting him and all that. Warren's agenda when he has these lunches is really different. His agenda is he wants the people who won that lunch to feel like they got a great bargain. So he would take all our, what I would call our lemon questions and turn them into lemonade. So he's always, is exactly what he does in the Berkshire meetings, is he's a great teacher. And so he was trying to give as much value as he could in that lunch. And like he told us when we met him, he said, look, I got nothing going on all afternoon, right? So when you guys are sick and tired of me, you just let me know and I'll leave, right? We kept asking him questions for 3 hours and then we were exhausted. And so we said, Warren, we just don't have anything else to ask you. He said, okay, I'll take off, no problem. And